Hey guys, this is John back here with my second video, and today I'm going to bring you a flawless domination double swarm game, and I thought the gameplay was pretty good, so I decided to put it for my second story, and it's kind of disappointing because I went flawless, and I probably would have had more of like a 100 no game with the double swarms, except for a lot of people on the other team kept leaving, so that was kind of disappointing, but anyways, I thought it was good gameplay, and that you guys might enjoy it. So to continue where my last story was, sorry, I apologize. One second. The house cat, I'm home right now from college, and the house cat is trying to eat some food I have by the laptop. um, so where I last left off is, I started playing League play and everything by myself, waiting for my friend to get home, and I really wanted to try to find a team and people that I could play with, get my name out there a little bit. And, for the most part, um, playing League play went well on my own. I thought I was like a very, very solid player. I was doing well on my own. I normally didn't talk to the people that I'd be playing with. I mean, that's just kind of how League works. You either like mute your mic because you don't want to deal with the people that are blaming you for everything, even if you're the one that's playing the best. and so yeah, that was basically most of my like experience waiting for my friend. But then one day I was playing with some guys, and it was like one of the random times I decided to turn my mic on. And I was playing really well, communicating with them and everything, like top of the team, statistic-wise and stuff. And I didn't know that they were a group of three, but like after playing one game with them, they asked like if I wanted to team up with them for some League play games, and I was like, what, sure, why not? I normally never do this. I normally never talk to people, let alone like play with them afterwards. So I played with them for a little bit, and I kept doing really well, and I kept feeling like very, very comfortable about my gameplay and everything, up until the point where I was asked if I wanted to team with them. And, that kind of like took me off guard. I wasn't really sure what they meant by it. At first I asked him if they meant like game battles, because, when I was talking to my friend about competitive and his experience with Halo, I was asking, like, he said game battles is what we have to do. So at first when I was just kind of asked this, I was expecting it to be like, a team for game battles. And then I asked like, do you mean game battles? And then they're like, no, like for a real competitive team. And I was like very, very surprised, because I have no experience, like no real experience in anything competitive other than like League play. This was very, very shocking, but I still thought it was a great opportunity to really try to like get myself out there, get some experience in it. So, I said, yeah, why not? And so, I played with him and his friends for a while, and that went pretty well for the most part. Obviously they knew that I was like very, very inexperienced with the competitive scene, and they were very, very willing to take me under their wing and teach me like how the scene, how everything works, and how to play the game better and everything like that. Because up until this point, the most I knew was like from what I've seen in the Call of Duty championships and from live streams and everything. Which I mean that's a lot, but there's obviously always more to learn. And so they taught me a lot. And there's really a lot of irregularity with that team, in that it started out with like three friends that were kind of from school together, and then me, and that team ended up breaking up mostly. But I played with like the captain still and everything, and then eventually my friend got back from college, and we played all on a team together, and we were always trying to find like a good fourth. So while we were in the middle of trying out fourths and like playing a lot of scrims, like whatever night we could after I got back from lifeguarding and stuff while I was home for summer, I had a really, really long period of like poor performance. And by poor performance, I mean like you didn't want me on your team. I was the biggest liability. I was taking blame for every single game. I could not hold my own for kills and everything like that, and I had no idea why. For some reason, I just could not finish kills like I used to be able to. I didn't feel comfortable with it. At first, I just thought like, maybe it's just the skill gap, and I'm just not good enough, and everything. And so I started playing really, really poorly up until like probably for almost a week straight. And they were really patient with me initially. As long as as long as they would see improvement for me, they were like satisfied with me. And that was really where it felt like I was not improving and also declining. And I was really shocked by my own performance, really, like to the point where it was aggravating me, and to the point where like when my friend was on the team, he would spend time with me like working on like moves and like just playing 1v1 to see like what's wrong with my gun skill and stuff like that. And then eventually I got dropped from that team, and that was like really hard because I grew a very, very close relationship with the captain, and like my very close friend was still on the team and everything, but I knew that it was in his best interest and in my best interest that I don't play on that team anymore. So I stopped doing that, and it's funny because actually shortly after that, I realized that for the whole period of my playing poorly, I just didn't have my target assist on, and so like easy kills that I should have gotten turned into like my deaths and stuff, and it was just mind blowing. So then after that problem was fixed, I started feeling a little bit better about myself. My self confidence went up a little bit, you could say, and so that happened. But I didn't try going back to the team. I just thought that the way it was left off, it was just in the best interest for me to kind of find my own way and see what I can do. And so I started playing eights lobbies, a lot of those, to kind of gauge my experience and my skill against other people who have good gun skill and everything, even if it doesn't implement a lot of strategy. And if you don't know, eights lobbies are just like lobbies where a group of eight people who generally have mics can play well together will play like hardpoint, CTF, rarely search and destroy because that's boring, and they'll just play working on their gun skill, kind of working on um, their overall capability of competing against one another. And there's like some um, team functioning in it, but most of the time it's just working on gun skill and stuff. So I was doing that to kind of make sure that I actually had the skill to be able to last in it. And again, like no experience into it. Initially, I did like horribly, but the more and more I got into it, I started doing very well, holding my own to the point where I would average like top of the lobby. People were blown away by how well I could perform in them, and so it brings me to my next experience with Lunar Gaming and where I am now, and how I met Jake. And Jake is the captain of Lunar Gaming, and I met him through an eights lobby. And it was like I had a couple like 40 plus games, but I think for the most part the reason that he expressed interest in me is he saw that I was a smart player. I'm someone who's very analytical and very logical in the game, and I really like to kind of like weigh the options, make good decisions and stuff like that. Like that's something I really like seeing in this game, that there's almost like a mathematical formula that I can apply to it. So I think he saw that in me, and he asked me if I wanted to join the team. And initially I wasn't sure if I was interested because college was starting up again. I didn't know how school would be. I wanted to kind of wait for my other friend who was on the other team, but that team was kind of slowly dissipating, and he started losing interest in the game. So I waited a lot for him, and that was kind of hard on me, but it all worked out for the best, I think. So I ended up joining his team, and we started trying to find people to play with, and now we're kind of in the middle of that phase with Lunar Gaming and trying to find a solid team of four, whether Jake is on the team or not. But yeah, so that's basically where my story ends, and where the rest of my videos with different content hopefully begin. So let me know if you like the story, let me know if you like the videos or the gameplay, let me know what you didn't like, follow me on Twitter, lunar_ignite, and give a like or subscribe if you want, and I hope you guys enjoy the film, and I'll see you later.